Hey guys, welcome to Rope 2, Season 8, Episode 9 of Bones. Here we go. Oh boy. Am I the...
Skull is congruent with the other bones you've uncovered.
Oh great, so I'm the dead one.
So what do you think? Man or woman?
I am uncomfortable defining sex with just a skull.
Come on, take a stab.
You've done it before, have you not?
I promise it's between me and you.
Male.
Male.
Hey.
It's a kid?
Partial fusion of the distal radius and the acromion.
I hate it when it's a kid.
Well, that's because you have a son yourself and you can't help but draw the connection.
Same with me though, Parker.
Christine is a girl, and so the comparison is not as close to home. I feel some desire to hold her.
We will.
And you should call Parker.
Yikes.
I'm gonna put you here, nice and steady, buddy.
This is weird. This is such a weird episode.
Avalon, what are you doing here?
I heard someone calling.
Oh, please tell me you mean by telephone.
No,
my
honey,
God.
no such luck. She's not in control of what she hears.
Say that again.
If I were, you'd say nicer things to me. He's got unfinished business.
Makes sense.
I mean, he's
Since
13.
he was probably murdered.
5 minutes to commune.
Okay, come no. This is a secure forensic platform, all right?
Honestly,
Come
get
on.
the hell out.
Anyone asks, you came to read Angie's poems.
The rest of the remains were x-rayed.
Yeah.
Cause of death?
If he was still alive when his neck fractured, it would have been fatal.
This is such a weird episode.
Cockpit.
Well, Avalon says that it's a boy. I really hate it when it's a kid. His parents must be in complete hell.
We already knew it was a boy.
Hey, sorry for the it's a kid. No need to apologize.
Are you kidding? I love when you hang on to your humanity. Even if it means I get yelled at.
When Angela first started working here, she had to have drinks and sex just to forget the day.
Yeah, it still is one of those things. I'll bring him to your office. You gotta make it a skull, not a boy. Professional detachment.
You know, it's my job
It's hard
to
for
turn
her
the
to do
skull
that.
into an actual human being. Give him the face.
Sorry, Andrew. I'm gonna quit giving you advice.
I'm Angela. This is weird, but I believe that if Avalon says you're here, then you're here. So what I do is give you a face and find out who you are. It's Brennan who gives you a voice and who finds out what happened. You took care of your teeth, but it looks like you ground them, so you must have been hiding your nervousness from others. Maybe came off as a little cocky, huh? But I think there was a bit of an artist in you.
The notion of a soul, of a spirit that transcends the body and time and the laws of physics has been integral to every single culture. It is a myth that transcends race. It is an abiding tenet of humanity.
So it's true.
Not in the least. If you're done, I can remove the excess tissue.
Oh, there's blood stains right in the soul there.
The wasp's nest from the skull is over a year old. The time of death is approximately 2 years ago in the autumn.
There's no evidence that our consciousness survives our corporeal death in any way.
Colin Gibson.
Oh my God, Avalon kept saying that she heard someone calling.
No, she meant calling, but still, wow, yeah, that's gotta make you think.
We are scientists, let's concentrate on the facts.
It's okay to be sad, Temperance. It's okay to cry.
It is sad. It is sad.
That's just wrong, honestly. I like what they're doing here. It's really different. It makes me feel like I'm the victim.
You haunting us all until we solve your murder. Is it possible that on some level Brennan could feel your presence?
Who are you talking to?
call him the victim, just in case. Avalon's accuracy is freaky.
Colin, if you see my mother on the other side, or perhaps, please tell her that I'm fine and that I'm 87% happy and that I love her very much. Thanks.
Wait a second. This is Vespula squamata.
Which seems to hold great meaning for you.
Squamata is not a subterranean or burrowing wasp. The wasp built his nest in the skull before Colin was buried.
So the body was moved?
Yes.
After how long?
8 months to a year.
Ooh.
Why?
Man, life was just about to get interesting for you. Especially love. Romance. It was a glorious mess. I'm truly sorry you're gonna miss out on it.
Damn.
Why are they insisting upon seeing their child's bones? Well, skeletons look alike to the untrained eye.
Because we have to see their parents somehow.
Remains, they believe us.
We miss you so much.
On the missing persons report of the day that Colin disappeared, he said that day started like every other day. Was there anything different at all?
I ate breakfast while we packed up for work.
Damn.
I just wish we'd taken the time.
Junior varsity track, swimming, wrestling.
I ran track.
We love you.
Damn.
Khalid's fractures indicate the victim fell forward at a high speed and attempted to break his fall by extending his arms forward. There is a hairline fracture to the left clavicle supporting that scenario. Note, Angela may be able to estimate the height or speed from which the victim fell. There's a shallow vertical gash to the sternum. Or were you attacked while lying injured on the ground? I lied when I said that I knew you died instantly. Sweets said that would be kinder for your parents, which is something that Sweets is very good at.
Oh boy.
That's interesting.
I did not die instantly.
What is that? Areas of pale discoloration, disparate in size but consistent in color. I'm intrigued by Angela's idea of the victim watching me work. For example, does it affect my objectivity or focus? That does not mean that I think it is true. Is that a paint chip?
Yes, Hodgins ran it through the mask bag.
I can't see it from here.
Also, I found this slipped in my locker the day he didn't show up at school.
It's a bunch of songs. Colin was really into music.
Honestly, I feel like I'm just along for the ride here. I don't really know.
Yes.
What could
Do you
have
think
happened?
your wasps could have caused it? Paint chip?
Yeah, it's from a 1987 Chevy El Camino.
I'll tell Booth.
What are these light areas on your skull, buddy?
Dr. Hodgins.
Great. Get ready for mystic weirdness.
He's really sad.
Avalon. I'll tell you what. We'll go get a cup of coffee.
Oh my god.
You have 2 minutes.
You were booked for a good life. Up, down, triumphs, heartbreak. No Nobel Prize, but your death is a tragedy because you were gonna make the world a better place. And that's how it should be. You're still here after my beautiful speech. Oh. I don't understand, but I will.
Is he stuck or something? I don't know. What, did I just buy into that? Whose car is it?
Right?
This could very well explain the gash on Colin's sternum. If you were struck and then fell across the hood.
So is this a car? Yes, maybe, no?
You said there were 3 vehicles matching this description?
Mm-hmm.
What's special about this one?
Part registered to Dr. Trevor Gibson.
Colin's dad?
Dude.
Now, father doesn't suddenly kill his son for no reason, right? We might be able to find the seeds of their conflict here.
Colin was a daredevil.
Interest, friends. I mean, there's nothing suspicious here.
You wouldn't.
Colin made a mixtape for Miranda, right?
It just doesn't make much sense.
Well, a boy makes a mixtape for a girl.
He likes her.
Yeah, it was a very eclectic mix of songs from a number of times and genres. You think Miranda knew how he felt?
Well, she was 17 and he was 14, so she probably thought of him as a kid.
Oh.
And then, what if her boyfriend found out?
Ooh.
I mean, if high school boyfriends killed every kid that had a crush on their hot girlfriend, the species would be dead in half a generation.
Honestly.
It is made of paper, wood fiber, cellulose, very common in indigenous plant life.
What's the bird?
Betula uber. Now, a wasp will forage approximately 4 times per day, venturing a distance of maybe 2 miles from the nest. Closest concentration of the roundleaf birch is a population of 40 trees here.
So Colin's body was dumped for the first time within 2 miles of those trees?
Interesting. I just want to know why was the body moved?
What do you got there?
You're the one that said pretend that Colin is watching. It's incredibly motivating.
Yeah, well, maybe you should just pretend during the day.
Unfortunately, no. I have an extremely vivid imagination.
Oh my god. You're taking home a 13, 14-year-old skull?
Something is bugging me.
Yeah, me too. There's a human skull. Oh, I'll get her. Just...
He lost it, Bones, and he loved his son. He didn't do it. He didn't kill him.
That's your intuition?
Yes.
Why didn't the victim's father notice the missing head ornament?
Well, that was a project that he and his son had been working on. He hasn't removed the car cover since his son went missing.
Light.
It's a pretty light.
What?
The discolored areas on the skull could have been caused by...
I can't see this damn skull.
Over time.
It's driving me nuts.
That's great. Can we go to bed now? Back to bed.
You're just leaving the skull there.
Come to his assistance, all ye saints of God. Meet him, all the angels of the Lord, receiving his soul. Presenting it in the sight of God Almighty. Amen. And that's a battlefield prayer, but I'm mostly a soldier, so it seems to fit.
More Colin's music.
Hodgins marked off all the areas where the wasps and the roundleaf birch intersect.
Pretty sure we're looking for a man-made structure.
There's no sign of scavenging on Colin's remains. He was protected from animals and the elements. A location where Colin's remains were placed after he was killed, but which allowed 3 rays of light to hit his skull for several hours every day.
Probably on a south-facing slope.
It seems like someone accidentally killed him, as of right now. I don't have, like... I'm just hearing things, so...
Should we get a warrant?
Definitely. Be careful coming in, alright?
The door was open.
Oh.
I still don't see the discoloration.
Look at this.
Oh, I see it.
It's a hood ornament from Colin's father's car?
Colin's body was dumped here after he was murdered.
His pelvis was fractured. Neck was broken when striking the ground.
Okay.
Hood ornament gashes the chest. Damage to the hands and clavicle, and injuries to the knees and shins.
Ooh,
This one's
Jesus.
the knees.
But not the sternum.
Street said that you were brave, that you were trying to impress the older kids.
By stealing his dad's car?
Angela, can you put Colin standing on the hood of the car?
What, like he's surfing?
Mm-hmm. And then the car will hit a bump. Colin loses his balance.
Oh, the driver hit the brakes.
The car decelerates.
Is that accurate? You can't hide the body, though. That's when you get in trouble.
Adolescents suffer diminished judgment.
You're all over 18, right?
Right, this here is Dr. Tempest Brennan. She figured out how Colin Gibson died.
Colin was thrown from the hood of his father's car. His neck snapped as he hit the ground.
Is that Colin's skull?
Looks like he's looking at you, huh?
So, Colin died in
That's the guy that did it?
No, hidden body. Definitely murder. Unless somebody else here has a theory. Great, murder it is.
Can't live with the guilt. You're gonna go to the Gibsons, tell them where to find them.
So which one of you human beings has a conscience? Which one of you tough guys decided to move Mr. Gibson's remains to the greenhouse?
Sean, did you have anything to do with this?
Oh boy.
I'm done listening to you.
Damn, Carl.
It happened like she said. Exactly.
Started having nightmares.
Colin just came and stared at me. His head broken. Flopping to one side, saying he was cold where we left him.
The greenhouse was better. It was warm.
Yikes.
Colin is still here.
But we just solved the mystery of his death.
Dying isn't what made him sad.
Okay,
It wouldn't make me sad.
just wait here. 1 sec. Avalon says he's still here.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Angela, you're not going to talk to Dr. Brennan on the word of a psychic, are you?
I don't understand.
Sweetie, Avalon says that Colin's spirit is still here.
Oh boy.
I know you don't believe in ghosts or spirits or souls, but Colin needs our help, and I could use yours.
What was that noise at the end of Colin's mixtape?
Oh, the loud, yeah.
It seemed
It
really
was a
off.
webpage design ready to be uploaded to the internet. When you played it on an MP3 player, it just made a loud noise.
And I know I may seem like a little kid, but this is for you, I believe.
If I believed what you believe, I might believe this is the answer.
Oh, play it for her?
I know you're with Sean, and Sean is totally sick. And I know I may seem like a little kid, but this is for you, my boy. Look at me, I'm a speck of sand and I'm building dreams in stranger's land. Tell me, why do I care? What the universe is just waiting to hear. Just as long as it's two of us, just as long as it's two of us, I'll carry on. Okay, that's all. I just, now you know.
Colin loved me.
Damn.
Boys and their mixtapes, right?
You know, Colin skipped school that day because he was afraid how you would react.
I just wish I could tell him that I got his message. He knows.
Dancing phalanges. Do you think it's too soon to learn the periodic table of elements?
What, for you?
Oh my god.
Hydrogen, helium, and you made me a mixtape?
Mm-hmm. You know what? You're right. I am a romantic one.
I think that is very sweet.
Well, it starts with our song.
What, we have a song?
Every couple has a song. Wait for it.
So get and see.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you're shaking her a little too much. I like the concept was not necessarily a fan of the execution. I think they could have definitely done that better. Again, I'm not a fan of this supernatural kind of aspect with this show, and they keep kind of pushing that here and there. I don't like it. And here's where the diehard Bones fans who think Bones can't do anything wrong come in and attack me. But it's just, to me, it's never been that show, and it doesn't really do that very well. So stop doing it, basically, is how I see it. If this were a different show, like Supernatural, obviously, and other shows that have that kind of aspect, then okay, but I don't like it, because it doesn't fit this show, in my opinion. You could still do the perspective of the victim. That Avalon character, go away. Stop. Just absolutely stop with that character. I can't do this, like, that character anymore. It's just annoying. Get rid of that character. Still do this episode kind of like that. But honestly, the moment that they were focusing on the idea that he was there watching you is the whole moment where I felt went wrong. So if you're gonna do this, just have the skull there, and we're watching from the dead person's perspective. You don't have to bring in this whole talking to it and whatnot. You can talk to it, but like in a thinking way, not in a communication way. That just adds, I feel like I know this is a comedy show, so they probably wouldn't really do that, but that would make it a little more darker, in my opinion. I think it would really just be like, damn, we are one of the dead bodies, and we're going through that process of trying to find, and you can still get to the same conclusion and do the same things in key moments that you did throughout this entire episode, just without making it a little cringy and without making it a little weird. So you could still hit the main points and take out all of those unnecessary parts. And you can still have Angela being a key focus on this because of the connection with her, with it being a kid, and with her history with, bodies, and how she's always close and emotional and stuff like that. You can still do it. This just, I felt, was not executed in the way that I am very, very satisfied. Does that make sense? Sure, people like the episode. It was probably a great episode for many people. Was that just thunder? My entire house just vibrated. But again, as far as writing and as far as stuff like that, I like to go a little darker. I like to make things a little more perfected. That's just who I am. So it's just a perspective kind of thing. So I love the concept, though. I just wish it was done better, in my opinion. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all next time.